Hello, everybody, and welcome back to recently renamed Dungeons and Destinies
Ooh,
collaboration effort. Uh, Not through anybody else who knew, obviously, mostly not the players or you actually. Um, I would like to make a quick disclaimer that all of the music you'll be hearing in today's episode will be made by the wonderful Michael Gelfi. Check him out on YouTube. That's Michael Ghelfi. He's a wonderful composer and does great work. I'm joined by all five of my players. Say hi, players.
hello.
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 Heyo.
All of the character art that you see, other than the DM, is made by Magnus's player.
Oh yeah, that's true. Forgot about that. Well, with that, we enter back into the beautiful, deadly world of Aracretia. Last we left off, our players had killed and fought a gentleman and made their way back to the Hearthfire Inn, their little home away from home, if you will, over the past few days. Here they sat down and decided to talk amongst themselves and talk with Beatrix Cordeaux, who is the guard matron of the city of Cobalt. As they were talking and telling stories, they all found themselves transported to a strange and twisted world, very much unlike the one they've come to know. With that, because I don't want to spoil anything, you're going to have to go watch the freaking episode if you didn't see it. We're going to come back. The five of you have just helped Beatrix get to her room for the night. It is about 3 in the morning by now, and silence has kind of come over the city of Cobalt. The usual rowdiness has seemed to die down as the festival gets further and further away and further into the memories of the constituents. With that, what would all of you like to do?
Are we waking up
Um,
from for the morning or?
So it's you just put Beatrix to bed after
Okay.
convincing her that what she saw was her being drunk.
oh, that's right. I forgot we
Okay.
kind of gaslit her into that. Yeah, I think Rue is just gonna go. She's gonna kind of wave to everybody, a small goodnight, and go into her room.
Okay.
Bo is just looking around for a place to be with Dusty because he doesn't trust anyone in this goddamn city after what happened.
So, are you on the second, like in the second floor hallway still, or would you have stayed downstairs with Dusty?
Uh,
I think it was just me and Rue that put Beatrix to
You
bed.
might be right about that. I genuinely don't
yeah, that
remember.
was Magnus and Rue. Bo was busy like loving on his horse because he missed him.
So, um, as you kind of like look around for a hand to help, the dwarven woman behind the bar kind of like looks at you and extends her hand. Uh, more of a helpful look in her eye than anything else.
You promise not to hurt him?
She kind of gives it like a half cockney smile.
Okay. I'm trusting you with this.
She gives
And he-
just a curt nod.
Alright, he like slowly and just not methodically, but just like hands her the reins to him and is just like, I don't know about this.
Okay. She takes the reins and comes out from behind the bar, very closely inspecting the horse as it has just now randomly appeared in the Hearthfire Inn's tavern floor out of nowhere, seemingly apparated after you all disappeared and then reappeared. So she's kind of just like looking it over very curiously.
Yeah, I don't know what happened either. He's cute though, ain't he?
She gives another nod.
Is there a place I can put him? I don't want to leave him alone, but also I do kind of want to sleep in a bed. Ooh,
She
you got
kind of
sleeping
like
bags?
She like looks at you, and the same kind of like weird grin comes across her face, and she shakes her head, and she like gives a swift as a laugh. The 3 scars running across her throat, still signaling that she's mute. And she kind of like looks at Dusty and then looks at the doorway to the where you assume where her and Alrune live. And she's like sizing it up, and you can tell it's wide enough to get the horse in.
Are you sure? Ain't that where you and Alrune live?
She just shrugs and starts leading him back there.
Okay, I guess I'll go with.
You're following her into the back?
Yeah, I'm not leaving my horse behind. Not like the not no.
Okay, so you follow her, and she kind of like stops and gives you like a shake of her head, like you can't follow her.
I'm at least sleeping down here then. And he just sits in like whatever chair or booth is closest to the doorway.
Okay, she shrugs and then leads him a little bit further, and you can see that like on the inside is like on the right is like this strewn about kitchen, and there's like a very deep basin, and she like picks up a bag of grain and pours it in there, and then like bisects it and fills that part with water, and then ties the rein to the basin.
That's actually real sweet. Alright. And he just says in Dwarvish, "Thank you."
She gives another nod.
I guess Bo just falls asleep there then, at a table.
Alright. Daenerys and Lothric, what are you two doing?
I guess Daenerys is just gonna go up to her room as well. Get situated for bed.
Alright. And Lothric?
I'm gonna go sit at the bar and order a drink before bed.
Okay. She very gingerly pours just a very basic ale into a flagon. And Magnus, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna head to bed as well after getting Beatrix in hers.
Okay. It takes a bit, and she's kind of like half stumbling because she is still drunk. But you and Rue let her into bed, and you both go into your respective rooms. You with Daenerys and Rue by herself. With that, you may all take a long rest, unless you have anything else you want to do.
I'm good.
All right. So while you guys are resting, you all, each of you feel a shake, and as you all come to, you're standing once again in a place of rolling purple hills. A thick purple haze and mist surrounds you. The faint and familiar now sound of a river rushing behind you. And you all see Lothric staring off into space, sitting at a bar, holding a drink. The bar isn't connected to any building, it's just the bar itself and the one stool he's sitting in. Almost like a play. And Lothric, as you're drinking, you feel yourself get transported here.
Lothric?
Oh, no.
Why are we back here?
I don't know.
Are you okay? The last time we came here, there was something wrong, sort of. We came out of a really scary situation. Is everything okay?
Everything is fine. Nothing is wrong.
That sounds like a lie.
It's up to you if you want to choose to believe it or not, but everything is fine.
This kind of thing only happens whenever something bad happens, from what we've seen, Lothric.
Is
It
this...
feels like...
Sorry, Will, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Could this possibly be from Thylomerak? You asked for some kind of conversation with... Will was his name?
You're correct. And I'm just waiting on him.
That's
So-
great. Why are we here with you?
As the words leave your mouth, Rue, you all hear again the wind pick up, though. But instead of what preluded all of you seeing your ancestors, nothing appears this time. And then you all hear, "I'm not still drunk, am I?"
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh
Oh.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
no! He was gonna kind of turn around. Hi.
So
Howdy.
you all see Beatrix standing there. She's not ethereal like the ancestors were.
Is it,
Shit.
like looking at each other? Like she's standing there?
She's not
You're-
dead, right?
You're looking at her as she was in her physical form. Like the ancestors that you saw had a faint glow around them. She does not.
Okay.
Oh, wait, does that mean she's seeing her ancestors too?
You don't know.
Shit.
Oh gosh. I.
Unfortunately, no, you're not still drunk. And before you ask, no, we don't know what this is. If anyone would know, it'd be Lothric, but even he's kind of on the edge with it.
So
He's not
this
positive
is
either.
what you meant when you said you didn't know what the magic was.
Yep.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my. Does it just keep going on like that forever? Just with the purple and the hills?
Yeah, to our knowledge.
Truth be told, it's another thing we don't know, but we assume so, yes.
I haven't spent much time here, really.
I mean, that's a good question. Can I just like start walking in a direction?
And there they go.
Oh, okay.
So-
Yep. Oh, sorry.
Magnus, as you start walking,
Oh shit, I fucked up.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, fuck.
Yo,
Oh no! It's so early!
Hang on, real quick. Computer, turn on the living room lights. I can't see anything. It's dark. Magnus, make a wisdom saving throw. I can't. I'm blind. Hey! Nat 20! It would be a 21 flat. Or even.
Okay. So, you rolled a 21?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you begin walking, you feel your feet begin to slip. And before you, the ground opens up. But before you can take another look, it closes. And whatever you felt, it was not an emotion you want to feel. It wasn't wonder or curiosity. The pit of your stomach dropped. And as you keep walking, the rest of you watch as Magnus just pops back into existence where they were standing last. And Magnus, you notice this too.
Yep, don't do that.
Oh. Welcome back.
Hey?
Maybe.
Oh.
Ooh. Hang on. No, I'm okay.
Oh, oh.
Let's not do that. I think wherever here is, I think it's a better idea to stay here than to go wherever, because that could have ended a lot worse. I feel like.
Okay, let's sit down.
Yeah, maybe.
That wasn't a good thing.
Do you
Okay.
still have the breakfast bucket?
I do still
Ew.
have the breakfast bucket.
Maybe you're gonna need it. It's like a popcorn bowl. You're gonna need to get that out of your system.
Popcorn bowl. When it's not on use, it's on Lothric's head. It's his helmet.
Ruse just kind of sit down next to. Did Magnus sit down?
Yeah, Magnus is like
Okay,
crisscross
okay.
applesauce holding the bucket. Like, I don't think I'm gonna throw
Yeah.
it, but if I do.
Rue's just gonna sit down next to them and kind of pat their back, like they're there. It's
So-
okay.
Thanks.
Beatrix
that.
kind of like looks at all of you and she says, "So let me get this straight. Lothric, you've been here before. You would probably know more than anybody else what this is, I assume. But none of you know what it is, where we are, or what we're doing.
Well, no, not this time.
Well,
Let's see. Last time we were here, it was after a very
Yeah.
intense.
It was. I think it was about right before you were trying to question us. Like right before we decided we were going to tell you to go on that heist.
And we had a bit of a conversation in our rooms, and then all of a sudden we were transported here. And when we were here, we saw family. Is that what we all saw? We all saw our families, right?
yeah.
Dead family for me.
Dead family. Crucial
Any-
point.
Yeah.
It's more of ancestors, loved ones, and lost friends. Because every time that I come here, I see my dead best friend and a few others. But I'd rather keep that to myself.
Okay, well, you know, if you've been here before, why haven't you tried anything? Have you tried magic? Have you tried, I don't know, hitting something? Picking something up?
Somebody else can do it. Last time I almost died.
Genuinely, I'm kind of worried that whatever building we're in is some sort of boundary. So if we try walking out, I feel like Magnus just hit the wall of the bar or something.
I don't.
That's
think
why Magnus
how
got
that
nauseous. I think Magnus just got nauseous because they hit their stomach caught really hard on like a
works.
table
Oh no,
or something.
like on the corner of the
Yeah,
wall or
yeah, like the
something.
table corner.
Yeah.
Really quick, Magnus, roll a d4 for me.
Oh fuck. Oh god.
I
Don't fuck me.
Uh.
That's cocked. Don't fuck me. Hey, one.
Okay. So she kind of like, all right, well, I guess I'll do it. And she holds up her hand, and you watch as the same kind of glob of water begins to sprout. And then as it does, it collapses immediately. As though she can't maintain the magic to hold it in that form.
whoa.
She says, "Oh. What? Is there any way to leave this place?"
Not
By
that we
command.
know.
Lothric, when's your buddy gonna get here?
As far as I know, we don't know. But as far as I know, you spend a little bit of time here, and then just poof, we're back wherever we were when we came here in the first place. I don't have any control on whether we leave or not. It happens.
Clearly, this place is made of some sort of magic. Daenerys, do you have any idea?
Would I know, DM?
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay. I don't know.
What'd you roll?
I
Did another
rolled
nat
a
1?
4.
Oh, 4. I mean,
No.
So with a 4, what you'd be able to, like, kind of glean is that there are other basic knowledge that you have aside. Like, there are extra dimensional areas, other planes of existence, that sort of thing. So the best you can gauge is you're probably at one of those, maybe.
For a time, I studied some interdimensional travel, and as far as I know, this might be something that we consider a pocket dimension, but I don't know way too much about that.
She kind of like gives a nod, and then all of you hear another and you then see another ethereal form.
Whose horse is that?
Lothric, standing at the other end of the bar across from you, like inside where the bar is, and like cleaning a glass with an ethereal, like fucking
Cloth?
cloth, yeah, sorry, is Will standing there. And the rest of you see this, and you don't know who this is. He's this kind of like scrawny guy. He has like spiky black hair. He's got dirt covering him, and he's wearing armor. And Bo, you recognize this armor. And Magnus would recognize this armor as the Empire or the Imperial infantry detachments that were sent against Jorlheim in the Hymian Wars a couple of years ago.
Do you suppose that's him? Rue kind of asked, looking around at like the other people of the group.
Don't know who else it could be.
It's good to see you again, Will.
Yeah, you too. See, you brought your friends. It's nice to
Howdy.
meet you.
Rue's just gonna give a small wave.
Magnus does the same.
Yeah, Daenerys does the same as well.
I don't know where everybody else
Well-
is. And he kind of like looks around and clearly looking for other ancestors.
Will, I have a
Oh,
I
there
have a
we go.
question, and I also have a confession to make. What the? Okay,
No, you're
hang
good,
on.
you're good.
I heard it.
I'm
I
gonna
heard
leave
it. You're
and come
okay.
back.
It's okay.
We got it. We
Continue.
got it.
Okay. Okay.
You can, you can ask me anything. I mean, and he like looks across everyone else, and he's like, "Is it okay if they hear it?"
Well, they might as well. I just wanted to tell you I'm sorry for everything. What happened to you, Drew S., and everybody else. I'm the one that should be standing where you are right now. You shouldn't be here. You're the one that needs to be living. It's not me. I'm sorry. You died because of me.
No, Lothric. He kind of like stops cleaning the glass, and he looks at you and he says, "You lived. That's the good thing. I died so that you could live. I didn't die because of you. I didn't die. We didn't die because you made a mistake. We died because well, I guess I can't go into that. But you shouldn't feel guilty. And for the rest of your friends, I want you all to know Lothric is the single most brave, and while he may be a little bit stupid at times, loving character I know.
Wouldn't have said it any different,
Thank you,
Ghost Man.
But there's also another thing I've been wondering. Every time that something bad happens, I end up here. Do you know why we're here this time?
He kind of like
I mean, nothing bad has happened yet.
he kind of like scratches his head, like his neck, and, like looks around. Well, I mean, least I can tell is no one else here, so I don't know. Maybe you finally figured it out, or maybe something else is forcing this to happen. Or, hey, you know, maybe it's not always bad things.
Yeah, that's true. Do you have any advice on what we need to do next? I mean, we got a lot of things going on. It's just sometimes it's either I get lost on my own, or if I end up here, you're probably the only person that I can get advice from.
Well, there's a lot that you're gonna learn. There's a lot that you and he kind of like waves to the rest of the party, including Beatrix. There's a lot of that you guys are going to do. As far as I know, you guys are going to do a lot of good. So keep that in mind.
Well, I got what I needed to get off my chest. I'm glad you forgive me and that you're not mad, because I wouldn't be able to live with myself if you were. But thank you. I'm glad that I got to have this conversation with you.
Come back
really
anytime.
helped.
The bar's always open.
You're
And
always
that kind
one
of, like,
for jokes.
as you say that, he kind of like gives a smirk, and you all awaken back in your own beds. Out of that place, you're all still in the Hearthfire Inn, still in your own beds. Some of you may be a little bit sweaty, but other than that, you're all fine.
I'm gonna turn to Daenerys. Did you just have the same dream that I had?
I'm not sure if that was a dream, Magnus.
Fuck! That was cool. That was kind of freaky.
Super freaky. I'm not quite sure what that place is. Do you have any idea?
Would I know, God? Would I know?
Probably not.
I didn't think so, but I had to ask. I have.
Well, actually,
Oh, fuck! No, wait!
you know a little bit.
Okay. What do I know?
So you would know that Daenerys is right. It is in like a extra
Pocket
planar
dimension.
pocket dimension. But you also know that among pocket dimensions there exists places between other dimensions, and these are used as like dimensional gates.
Like a sub-dimension?
Like think of like two pieces of paper lying flat on one another.
Oh, fuck. It's fucking.
There's like a thin sheet of air between those pieces of paper. That would be like a
So, like,
a door dimension.
What I know is you were right with the pocket dimension thing, but it's more like think of a doorway. The space between the one room and the other, that's kind of like where we were, if that makes any sense.
Would I know what this is, DM?
You like as
Like
as
the
Magnus
pathway.
talks about it, and he kind of conjures up the memory. So yeah, you know the same basic information Magnus would know.
Okay. Oh, so like, kind of like a dimensional pathway.
Yeah.
So we're in the middle of somewhere here and a destination.
thinking about that, I probably should not have walked off.
Yeah, not totally the smartest idea.
Magnus is just like holding his head like, I almost sent myself into God's nowhere.
Magnus, I know you're curious, but you get yourself in quite a bit of trouble.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna start getting ready.
Okay. Lothric, you kind of like wake up face down on the bar. Bo is next to you, and well, Bo is sleeping on the floor. He rolled off the table the prior night.
Yeah, that checks out. That's something I would do.
And Bo, are you awake yet?
Sure. Yeah, I'll say that at this point. Yeah, like I'm coming out of the same haze as everyone else, and he just looks up at Lothric and is just like, "Why am I on the floor? I don't want to know. You had that same dream too, right?"
Yeah, I have.
Oh God. Lipstick, what are we gonna do with you? Oh wait, no, that's Magnus. Damn it, I'm getting my nicknames.
Like, I'm not there.
I was gonna be like, wait.
Sorry, Blondie, what are we gonna do with you? And Bo gets up, walks over to Dusty, and makes sure he's still there.
Dusty's still tied to the thing. Alrune is like standing at the bar, kind of like wiping around where Lothric's head was. And as you begin to walk into the back, he kind of like steps in front of you and puts a hand out, and he's like, "Sorry, can't allow you back there. It's well, you gotta understand, it's private."
I just want my horse.
Oh, that's your horse. Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually. I was wondering where that came from, but
yeah.
I don't
Oh,
really question her whenever she brings things home like that. So,
hey, that's fair. That's my horse. Is it okay if I untie him and bring him out?
I mean, are you sure you want to?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, he looks kind of happy.
He looks over at Dusty.
Dusty seems pretty happy.
I just got him that.
Oh.
You promise to take care of him?
What? No, fucking take your horse. I'm just saying you're still in the inn, aren't you?
Well, I'm sorry. It sounded like you wanted him. God damn! And he just walks over, flustered and angry. Sounded like you wanted to take care of him. I'm sorry. He's my friend, and I wanted to make sure he's alright. No.
All right, yeah, sure, all right.
Then he unties Dusty, gives him like the biggest hug, and like walks him out from behind the bar.
Okay, you lead the horse back to a table, I guess. I don't know what you're doing, dog.
Where do you put the horse?
More than anything, he's probably just like bringing him out from behind, like everything, so that way he's not like in the kitchen. So he just brings him out like just to the general dining area.
All right. With that, Rue, what are you doing?
Bro is going to get up pretty discombobulated from everything, but regardless, she kind of washes up, gets dressed, and comes downstairs to meet up with everybody else once they come down.
You see Lothric and Bo. Bo has Dusty just in the middle of the inn.
Still hugging.
Lovely.
Magnus and Daenerys, are you two coming down?
I'm gonna go knock on Beatrix's door.
There's no response.
Beatrix, you alright?
Still nothing.
I'm not gonna do that because that's ungentlemanlike. I'm gonna turn around and go back downstairs and be like, we should probably let her sleep for a little bit longer. think she might be either hungover or dead, but we're hoping for hungover.
Wait, did we get the reference that we needed? Didn't she want us to go speak to the king?
She is the reference, and we also have 10 here, so...
Oh,
Did Daenerys go down too?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Daenerys is heading down last after Magnus, after washing up
Okay.
and stuff.
So as you all reconvene down below, Alrune kind of like, oh great, you're all here. Beatrix wanted me to let you know she got up a little bit earlier than you guys, so she headed out. Yeah. So there's been like a lot of chaos going on in the city, and you guys don't have to tell me about it if you don't want to, but boy oh boy, could you throw in a bit of extra coin?
Oh, sure. I'll grab like a half of a handful of shit that I grabbed from Alina's house and like I don't know how
Okay.
much. Like it's like 3
So-
gems.
Handful would be 6, so you have 18. So
Okay,
how
but
many are
I'm-
you putting on the table?
I'm handing him 3.
Okay. So
Like with the chaos and everything, the shit included, like this should tell
you
me
put the
out.
equivalent of about 3,000 gold pieces on the table, and he's like, "Oh my gods, that's where did you I don't know if I can.
don't wanna
It's
know.
better to not ask questions. Maybe get the bathrooms fixed.
Yeah, all right, yeah, sure. This place could do with a little sprucing up. I can't lie." And he kind of like grabs them very shakily, and like you hear like a tink, 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 as he drops them in some box behind the counter.
Yeah, I honestly don't know where they got that either. I think I'm missing a crucial bit of information.
Rue, I think you need
You
to mind
don't
your own
wanna know.
business.
Okay. Wow. Alright. Got it.
Jokingly. I got the X-name with the high stay.
Oh.
I'm gonna say that in Elvish, actually. No, wait. Rue can still understand me. Fuck!
I don't
Fuck,
know.
We say that in Dwarvish. There.
I don't know how to speak
I don't know
Dwarvish.
Dwarvish.
Okay, well, you know what? Bo doesn't know that.
You say it in Pig Latin, and Alrune's like, "Man, that's a funny language. I don't know what you're speaking, but that's pretty cool."
Pig speaking.
Alrune, I love you so much, dude.
Yup. I'm just gonna go.
Magnus speaks pig. That's
Oh,
what it
you
is.
know what? Rue wouldn't know that either.
Yeah, no, Rue wouldn't know it
No.
either, so Rue's just like staring deadpan at Magnus.
Alrune was saying it as a joke. Rue would definitely not know it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
Yeah, so he kind of like, "Do you guys want anything for breakfast?"
wait a minute. I'm going to give him his bucket back.
Do not.
Oh, that's
Oh.
wow, man! I was not
Oh.
expecting a return, honestly.
Oh no. There's not vomit in there, is it?
No, there's no vomit. I did not
Yep.
heave.
Yeah, you can clean things. It's fine.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Well, I mean,
Um.
just in case you, like, for some reason need to use it again.
Well, yeah. I mean, it is my bucket.
Yeah, here's your bucket.
Cool. Thanks. And he takes
By
it.
the way, I gotta say, we enjoyed the breakfast buckets. That's a nice touch.
Maybe make them
Yeah.
a little smaller, and you can actually get something going there.
Well, I had to come up with it on the spot because it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go into the back now, and he kind of like turns around and just goes into the back, and you hear various sounds coming from the kitchen.
Thank you, Arun.
Oh boy. I hope we're not overstaying our welcome.
We kind of did that the moment we walked in.
You get, so you immediately remember that you put 3 silver down for 2 nights, and it's been a week.
Shit! Yeah. We did. I did that the moment I walked in.
Oh.
Wait, did
You
we
know-
not pay for our stay here?
Magnus just paid for our stay. I paid for 2 days.
Don't
You
worry
guys
about
haven't
it.
paid him?
I
Well,
just.
Magnus
I
just paid him with-
Were you not paying
well,
attention with the gem and the bucket
well,
and the X name and the thing, and you
okay,
don't understand what I'm saying.
I don't. I'm sorry. To be
Magnus
fair,
paid
you know what?
with
I'll let
pretty
you guys.
jewels.
It's okay. To be frank, I haven't been paying him either. Wasn't supposed to be staying. I was on my way out before some group got me caught. Weird how that happened. Okay. Do we have?
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Thank you. I guess he went to the back. I guess we're not getting breakfast.
That's probably what he's gonna go do. Nah, I think it's fine. So
DM, is he making breakfast?
Yes,
I want breakfast. Okay.
obviously.
I thought he just went in the back and.
God.
I'm
That's why I said
sorry!
you-
he
you
just
hear
took his
various
bucket and
different
left.
sounds.
He just took the bucket and left. I thought he was done
You know
with our
what? That's my
bullshit.
bad. I didn't describe it, but please continue.
Okay.
Bo is probably just gonna walk up to Magnus and kind of drag him next to Lothric.
Ah.
Oh, that's enough. And he pats Lothric on the back. How you feeling, friend?
Better, actually. Had a lot on my mind, and that seemed to help a lot. I'm
Good.
sorry that I wasn't able to talk to you guys about it. It's just, you know.
Lothric, you're fine. Believe me, there's still a lot of things that none of us have talked about. Speaking of which, he looks over to Magnus. Your sister's immortal now?
I almost had
Sibling?
the pleasure of forgetting about that. Thank you.
Hey, my horse is immortal, and he's standing right there.
Yes.
We don't get the liberty of forgetting those kind of things.
Yes. So, okay, real quick. All I can imagine is, like, Magnus is under Bo's elbow. So he's just kind of like...
Do I have you in a headlock?
I think that's what I, like, thought you were doing. Because you said Bo is going to take Magnus under his arm or something like that. And my brain broke. And I was like, headlock?
No, I apologize. I imagine it more just like he has his arm around Magnus and is just like lightly pushing him toward.
Oh, okay.
That was my mistake for saying dragging, but that just felt more Bo.
Okay, no worries, no worries. I just wanted to clarify because I didn't know. Where was I? Fuck. Listen,
Mortal sibling.
I didn't know what to fucking ask for. It was a god. We were in a weird situation. I had a weird situation that I wanted to fix because it's my sister and I didn't want anything bad to happen to her. And some bad shit was happening to her. And I have no fucking idea because I haven't been home in fucking 2 years. So I didn't know what to ask for, Bo.
Hey, I'm not critiquing you. I'm just worried about everyone. We've kind of seen a lot.
Yeah, it's
What about you, Tan? You're
been a
being
week.
kind of quiet.
What was that?
I said, what about you, Tan? You feeling okay?
I'm feeling quite fine. It's just been an interesting few weeks.
At that, you all hear a voice. Yeah, it's been a week, all right. And coming in through the door is the man that you all saw, all but Rue, the guy who was dual wielding 2 greatswords.
Oh, hey!
He's tall, 6'7". He's got a big burly mustache, big broad chest. He's wearing his guard armor, and he's like, "Hey, how you guys doing?"
Hey, friend.
Howdy.
All right.
Did I say that right, Bo?
Close enough. Close enough.
He's like, "Yeah, I don't want to be here any more than I have to. So, Beatrix wanted me to tell you guys a couple things." And he pulls out 2 letters and he hands them to Daenerys. And I'm going to send those to you now.
Ah, yes, the responsible one.
Oh shit. Okay.
He says, "One of these was found in a lockbox at Abe's estate, and it was addressed to you. We didn't look at it, but, you know, has some fancy fucking writing on it, though. Nothing like Abe ever wrote."
Oh,
And then,
well,
let me-
thank you for delivering these to me.
And then the second one he hands you is, this one came fresh from a ship from the... Well, you know, from where you're from. I can't remember the name of it. And then he turns to the rest of you, and he says, also, apparently you were inquiring about a library or some such nonsense. It's open now. Took a bit. There was a bit of a thing that happened we don't really want to go into right now. And he starts snapping, and he's like, I'm forgetting something. Oh, right. The thing about the whole king thing. You guys can go when you want to, but she said that she still has a lot of work to do here, so she's going to write you a recommendation. There's still a few, as she put it, loose ends to tie up. So you guys can, if you want to, you can help her, but you don't have to. It's entirely up to you.
Great.
Anyway, and Alrune begins walking out with 5 breakfasts, and he says, oh, perfect, just in time, and he grabs 2 of them and walks out.
Hey, excuse you, those are my
Oh.
friends.
And Alrune kind of like, oh, all right, I'll go make some more.
I hate that
Lays
guy.
down 3 for you.
That's okay. I don't need one really. If you
kinda-
don't want to trouble yourself.
He kind of like gives you a half smile, and he's like, I'll make you another one. Don't worry. He goes in back in here, ting, 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 as he gets pots and pans ready again.
I hate that guy so much.
Who was he?
Oh, that's right, you never met him. While we were currently being accused for letting what was, monsters, into the town, after being accused for that whole mess, he showed up, and I don't like him.
He's a part of the guard here, and he's, I don't remember his rank, and I don't remember what he does, but he works with Beatrix. That's kind of all we really know about him.
Oh,
And he's a hothead.
he just seems like he's very, from what I observed, just very business. Mostly. Down to business-ish.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah.
Also, about this king thing, is that like, I know 10's definitely gonna go, but is that like we have to do it now, or?
I mean,
Is
he
that
said we can
later
do it whenever we
kind of
want.
thing? I get that, but it's more of like, do we want to go now, or do we want to stay in town for a little bit?
Personally, I'd rather let Tan take care of whatever this is. If it involves a king,
I'm not in the loop. What is this? What are you guys talking about?
talking about you doing royalty stuff quickly.
Oh, well, right away.
Well,
Seems
yes,
like
do you
quite a
still-
far way to travel.
Do you still want to go to the library, because that is open now?
Yeah, it's been a long week. Why don't we just go to the library today?
That would be alright with me. I'd love to.
And then you did say that Beatrix still had some loose ends. I don't know what that's about, but
Do you think we should wait here for her to wake up?
He's
No,
gone
she-
already.
she left.
She went back to our station. The coffee flask. Why don't you give it to Daenerys? She kind of seems a little sleepy.
Okay.
Oh.
Lothric hands Eris the flask of boundless coffee.
Has Daenerys drinking coffee before?
You can't really
What?
pick and choose the flavor.
There's coffee in the floating islands, although it is a very different flavor from where it is sourced elsewhere.
So Daenerys takes a taste of this and is like, this coffee is rancid. I can't take your offer. I apologize.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, you can't really pick and choose the flavor. This one, it's always hazelnut, but we make our coffee different here. So
Wait,
I mean, for
can
me,
try
with
it?
cinnamon.
Give me. I want to try. Let me take a sip. Please.
okay,
Oh, Daenerys,
Oh.
roll a 20, by the way.
Okay.
yeah. So, forgot about.
There's always that risk.
It's a 10.
Okay, you're fine.
I got an 18.
All right, you're both fine.
Yeah, no, that's... Whoa. That's not good. Here I go. Why does it taste like that?
I look over at Bo. They won't really understand the taste of coffee, will they?
No, I like
like
coffee.
what
That
they-
tastes like ass.
I mean, I'm much more of a tea person myself, but it was
Well,
just not good coffee.
Alrune comes
what I'm
back
trying
out
to
with two more
explain-
breakfast and set them down in front of Rue and Lothric, and then walks back to.
Thank you, Arun.
Thank you, Arun.
Thank you. Well, what I'm trying to explain is when you're a soldier in the field, you basically drink any kind of coffee that's offered. So,
Especially when it was ground by dwarves who only know how to make alcohol.
exactly.
Dim, I have
Yeah.
a question.
Go ahead.
Can I sift through the shit that I took from Melina's thing? I want to sift through the gems and see like what kinds I have.
So I need to tell you what those are later because
Okay, no
I have
worries.
to come up with a full list.
No worries, you're fine. I just like would like specifics, but if you would like to DM to me those later, please.
No problem.
Rue's just gonna eat her breakfast quiet.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
did you all decide you're going to the library? Sorry.
I didn't know, were we gonna split up, or
Lothar,
Or
can
we
you
were-
read?
were
Of
we all
course, I can read.
Just a question.
Just because, you know, I'm a little stupid sometimes doesn't mean I can't read.
Just a question. No harm. No shots fired.
Loth will stick his tongue out at Magnus.
Magnus does the same. Bo, can you read?
Bo literally had to read a slip of paper earlier.
Oh fuck yeah! Wait, shit. Hang on. Just kidding.
Magnus,
Haha.
you are a dumb little shit. I want you to know that now.
Listen, I'm making fun of you.
I'm aware. But horses can't go in libraries. I'm not trusting the city again.
Oh my
You can't
god.
bring your flightless griffin into the library.
Alrune kind of pitches up. Oh, they do have a side stables at every public housing.
Is that nice?
That? Those. I mean, okay. I guess what I gathered from before, you left your horse with somebody who had the nickname The Useless
Quincy?
before? Yeah. And then, obviously, something happened. So, probably leaving him with a more reliable stable shouldn't end up with tragedy, right? I mean, Dusty's immortal now.
Immortal doesn't mean he can't be killed. Just means he'll live on.
it does.
I was gonna say, that's the definition of immortality.
Bo, do you not know what immortality means?
Literally the reason why I asked you, can you read?
I'm going to throw each and every one of you into that shit lake again.
Just pointing something out, just
Yeah,
that
yeah,
I observed. Sorry,
Yeah,
apologies.
Okay. You're fine. You're fine. He scarfs down his breakfast and just walks in the general direction that he thinks the library is in.
Okay. Okay. So,
Okay.
Magnus and Daenerys both went there before. So, are you all leaving to go to the library right now? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Unless
So,
anybody has any.
Yeah. Any objections?
No.
Both going
No
the right
joking.
way.
Bo was going the exact opposite way. And you managed to catch him.
I'm gonna let
Um.
him walk for a little bit and just watch him.
Okay.
Just standing.
But Bo,
I want you to know that you're bringing your karma down for every insult and thing you do.
that's okay. Bo, it's
Yes.
the library's this
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, I've already turned around. And he's just like he's hunched over on Dusty's back, just like so.
Um, okay, off we go.
So, as you guys are begin to walk, you leave the Hearthfire Inn, and the blue stone streets reflect the somewhat early morning air. It's about 11:10. There seem to be less stress-filled faces on the streets. There seem to be more people walking about today. And you guys eventually begin coming up to a massive tower. It is this assortment of cubes. It is made of single cubes that are stacked on top of one another almost artistically at different angles and different shapes, or at different angles and different like rotations. And it kind of curves to this point as it goes up. And these are all the same blue stone, but in each of the cubes and in each of the blue on the outside, there is writing. It goes Elvish, common, or sorry, it goes Elvish, primordial, Dwarvish, Orc, Undercommon, Common, and many, many, many more languages, not including Celestial or Infernal.
Is Ruse natural language up there?
Ruse, Elvish language is not.
Okay.
There is Elvish, but it's that same kind of strange, weird, broken Elvish.
Broken shit, yeah.
And
Yeah, could I? Oh, okay.
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna ask if I could read that since Buff can read and speak Elvish.
So you can it as you look between the languages you can read, you know that they all say the same thing. They're all stories. They're all a same one story, and it's telling a tale about what happened for Livlacher to become the way it is. And it tells a story about the long dead queen who renamed Livlacher in the name of a Yarkishan root that is meant for healing. And it tells like this winding story. And as you look at the different cubes, each of these cubes are maybe about a story or a story and a half high and tall. And you see all the way up to the top, each one has a different story on it. And so about 12 to 13, 14 stories above you, you can see writing, but you can't make out the stories. And each story is designated a different history lesson of Livlacher. Two large open doors sit in front of you. It's not an archway, but like a box, double French doors. On the right is a familiar face to Bo, Lothric, Magnus, and Daenerys. It is the same guy you saw at the dunk tank the night of the festival, and he's kind of just like slumped over, has his head on his chin, and there's a staple next to him.
Oh my god, yes.
Howdy, friend. See, this is what you're doing without being at the festival.
Yep, what's up? What can I do?
I would just like to keep my horse here for half an hour. Hey, Daenerys is here. We might be here for longer.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can put him here however long you want. I'm just here to like watch him and whatever.
Oh, okay. You haven't done any business dealing with Quincy the Useless, have you?
Ugh, no.
All right, you check out. And he puts he like rides Dusty over to
Jesus Christ.
the stable.
Yep. Have fun in the library. Beware of the 12th floor.
What's on the 12th
I'm
floor?
sorry, what?
I said beware. If you don't beware, you're gonna find out.
Magnus, do not let the curiosity get to the better of you, please.
I wanna know what it is.
No. Last time we did that, it
So
ended
do
up
you-
in my. Sorry.
Do you all go in?
Yes.
Okay. So, as you enter the first cube, or the first floor, what stands before you is an entranceway. In the center of the huge, it's about 50 feet long by 50 feet wide. It's a full cube. In the center is this circle, and you see that if you look up above to where the roof is, there's another circle of the same shape and size. There is a single, like, desk, like a curved desk that sits in front of it, and there is a human man sitting, like, reclined, his feet up in a chair, just not paying any attention. And as you enter, the smell of books and just old time hits you, but there are no books on this floor.
Oh.
It's just a big empty cube with a single desk and that circle in the middle.
Okay. Rue's gonna kind of stay behind since she's never been in a library. She does not know what to do.
Is there a hole in the ceiling?
Yeah. Same shape and size as the circle that you see is outlined on the floor.
I'm going to go stand on the circle.
So it's behind the guy in the desk, and as you
Okay.
go to walk around him, he says, all right, hello.
Hi. We're here to do some research, or at least me and her.
It is a library. That is what you come to do.
I love his accent.
What are you here for?
Books? Specific kinds of books?
Oh, books. Yeah, sure, books. This is a library. The entire library is books. You have item in mind?
Alchemy. Please. Alchemy.
Let
Alchemy.
Daenerys
That is on the
talk.
12th floor.
I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing. Okay. Okay.
Why is it on the 12th floor? Okay. Why did the guy at the stables ask us, or tell us not to go to the 12th floor?
Oh, it's a problem then cleaned up. Don't worry.
Can I still go look at books from there?
Yes, of course. Just don't talk to Ilgrub.
Gotcha.
Oh, also do not take anything. You may look, touch, and read. Do not take anything.
May I write things down?
Yes, of course, but just specifically on that floor, do not take anything.
Okay, you got a deal.
I see that your library is quite large. Do you have a directory of sorts that would help me maneuver my way through this?
Yes, of course. 12th floor is magic. 9th floor is not magic. Everything in between is... I don't know, you can figure it out.
Well,
Daenerys just gives him, like, not a dirty look, but just like a disappointed look.
Look, I'm sorry, but after cutbacks, we have nothing to do, alright? I sit here on my ass all day, and I smoke.
I mean, to each their own, I suppose.
You see this floor? This floor used to have tables, chairs, things to sit on, people to talk to. Now it's empty. No echo, weirdly. Never understood that one.
How strange. Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and just look through stuff then.
Yes, of course. Just again, if you go to the 12th floor, do not take anything.
Is there a checkout process for the books on the other floors then?
Oh yes, of course. You just bring them down to me. I write them in my book.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you. And Tanir starts. Is there like a stairway up to the next floor or?
No.
Would Magnus know how the circle thing works?
No.
Okay, damn it.
Just the deadpan no. That no other explanation's sending me
Okay.
right now.
How do we traverse the floors?
Oh, step in circle, you go up. Step in circle, you go down.
Got it.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
know where the books on gods and or eldritch beings would be?
12th floor.
Okay, all magic, got it. I'm going to go stand on the circle now.
We're just gonna kind of look over and kind of like, go to the. She's like standing in the back. Who else is like kind of near the back of the group?
Probably me.
Just raise your. That'd be you. Okay. We're just gonna go over to, Bo and be like, "Hey, so how do I just?"
So
Ask
as
where
you
a
begin
book is?
talking, Magnus standing in the circle goes and it just starts floating up. And then the circle kind of like reappears. It like very slowly, almost apparating, it reappears.
Do you want to go like you and me?
Well, I guess I've never been in one of these. I'd like to find something like, I guess it would be history?
You've never been in a library?
No. No.
At that, Daenerys is gonna turn around and be like, "Libraries are the best place in the world, Rue. Like, I'll have to show you around." But this library is not a good one. At my homeland, like it's so big. I
I would
and
love a guide eventually.
I mean, I guess there's not like an elevator or like not an elevator, any stairs in my hometown either, but it's a little more
Elevator.
open than
That is good name. Maybe I call it that.
Daenerys Craig's word.
It does elevate. Very, very keen. Very keen.
I like a lift.
That sounds stupid.
We're just gonna kind of step forward and be like, history? What?
Probably fourth or third floor. I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
We're just gonna kind of step onto the.
Is anybody else
Circle.
joining Rue to go to the third floor?
Because they seem uncomfy, yes, I will go with.
Okay, so Lothric, Bo, and Rue step on the circle, and you immediately start to rise. And with that, another circle appears. Daenerys, what floor are you going to?
Daenerys is not gonna take this lightly. She's gonna look through all of the floors. So she's starting with floor 1.
Okay, floor 1 is the floor you're on.
Well, then floor 2.
Okay, so floor 2. Alright, so starting with Magnus, as you ascend to the top floor, it kind of like and like it begins to disappear, but as it like leaves from under your feet, you're still on solid ground. And around you is what looks to be the oldest portion of the library. Many books, very, very many shelves and books and like stacks of books, cobwebs, burning lanterns, that kind of thing. And in the back, from pretty far away, you hear, "Oh, Ilgrab doesn't know. Ilgrab Ilgrab loves magic. Ilgrab loves magic."
I'm getting Lord of the Rings Smeagol vibes from this.
Dead ass,
Yeah.
bro.
Thank you.
Magnus is just kind
I
of
had
like,
to throw that out there. I'm sorry.
No, I'm glad you did, because Magnus is just kind of like, okay. And he's gonna turn around and go to the opposite side of the fucking room that he heard it from.
So you still hear the same voice, but it's somehow getting louder now.
Oh, I hate this.
Ilgrub loves magic, and magic loves Ilgrub. Magic is 12, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, no, no! Ooh.
I'm just. I'm just gonna try to ignore it the best I can and go find the books that I was wanting to come in here for. Specifically, anything that would be on Mithra or Thylomirak, as well as fuck, what was the other one that I was wanting to the combined language of, I don't think it would be on this word, but the combined language of the
Primordial and Elvish?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So, it will take you some time because this area hasn't been coded yet. So books are kind of just like haphazardly placed. While that's happening, we're going to go to fucking my brain, Rue, Lothric, and Bo.
Yep, there you go.
You all come to a very pristine looking floor. There's a couple shelves here and there, but most of this floor is tables, chairs, nooks, and crannies to read, research, and write. There's about 6 or 7 in this kind of slanted, tilted floor, but the floor is flat. The building, or this floor itself, is like a 45-degree cube twisted a little bit. So it's kind of disorienting to look up, but other than that, it's a pretty normal library.
Cool.
That's weird.
DM, I got a question.
What's your question?
Something poked my perspective a second ago. Remember when we were had the encounter with the dude in the black robe before we fought Abe?
With
Malachi?
Yes.
Ugh.
When he mentioned this is out of character. When he mentioned Lothric being called Child of Storms, does Lothric know that, or was that solely being spoken to Rue?
He said it in Rue's Elvish, and Rue is still neglected to inform you what he said.
Oh shit!
Alright, cool. That answers my question. Oh, no,
I'm
never
so
mind.
sorry.
No, you're good. You're
We've
good.
had a lot to talk about.
We sure do. Rue's not gonna remember it though.
We
Tell you
talked
what.
to the roots, I thought, though, so you would know Child Storm.
No, he understood Tempest lineage.
That.
Rue, you would distinctly
guess
remember
Lothric
this. There's
is
no way you
gonna-
would forget about this.
Is there no way to forget about that? I guess
that was the first time you had heard that language in 20 years.
that's true. That is true.
So I'm saying this as the DM because it is vitally important that you fucking tell him.
So sorry.
It is ingrained in
I'll
your
fucking
mind.
Write it down. I'll write it down. Okay. Rue is looking around a little overwhelmed. Not quite sure what she's like. She knows what she wants, but she's not sure how to look for it. And she looks over to Bo and is
Searching
like,
for.
well, I wanted to say if there's some answers about what happened to my village, which I suppose was hundreds of years ago. So I figured I'd start here. But I don't know how to find it.
Alright, what's your village called?
I don't. Hey, DM.
You don't
Hey, DM.
know.
It didn't have a name, right? It was just in the
Didn't have a name.
Shadevale
All you know
Valley.
is that it was in the Shadevale Valley.
Okay, that's what I thought. We didn't really have a name for it. But it was in the Shadevale Valley.
Okay, where's that?
that.
It's in
It's
Onquin.
That is in Onquin. Fun name. Okay, it is in Onquin.
All right. Does that start with an A, DM?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I take, or I guess I lead Root over to the A section.
Okay, so pretty soon, because this is a coded floor, Rue, you find about 3 books talking about the Shadevale Valley. There is no word of a village being there, ever being there, existing, or coming to exist.
You're serious?
It's
Did you
mostly just
have-
talking about how the Shadevale Valley itself is uncharted because the forest is so dense and thick.
Did your culture have a name?
No, not particularly. We didn't. There should be something here. It's like we didn't even exist.
So with that, we're going to go to Daenerys. As you come to the first floor, I'm so glad you went first floor first. You come to the first floor, and the first floor is full of cookbooks.
God.
Again!
Cole, I swear to God, if you tell me that there is also a book on tying knots that specifically teaches you how to make the monkey ball, I'm going to be upset.
This entire floor is cookbooks.
So, Daenerys just takes a look at this floor, sighs, and then goes to the next floor.
So that doesn't take very long. The next floor is comprised specifically about bestiaries. It talks about basically cryptids, theories, anything that would happen with non-magical creatures.
Non-magical creatures?
Non-magical creatures.
Daenerys is going to look for the fattest of these books.
Okay. It's pretty easy to find, and it's pretty big. There aren't a lot of non-magical creatures that are delineated, but this talks about farm animals, mice, rats, rodents, that kind of thing. Things that don't have magic intrinsically in them. But from what you know about this kind of research, it's very looked down upon. And the only place you would ever find this kind of thing is in a library, because the leading theory that everything has magic in it is the predominant theory.
Right. So, I guess she'll flick through the pages a little bit and take in some stuff, but she doesn't believe in the theory of non-magical creatures, so she kind of puts it back and then proceeds to the next floor.
Okay, so you come to the 3rd floor, and Rue is still talking to Bo about there being no record of her people. And with that, we're going to go to Magnus.
I thought we were on the 4th floor.
No, you're on the 3rd floor. He said 3rd or 4th. I don't know.
Oh, oops, sorry. Okay, yeah, 3rd floor. DM recon.
So with that, we're going to go back to Magnus. And Magnus, you eventually find a book about Mystra. It's old. Very old. And you find a book about Tithys and Erona, who are the human gods after the coalescence. There is a very short, very almost Wikipedia entry length context about Philonerath, and that's it.
What does it say about him?
It says that he is the...
Is it just a basic definition kind of thing?
Yeah, it basically says he is the loyal cat that sits at Arona's feet.
Oh, damn. Poor guy. Put the book back and continue my search for other whoa, sorry, brain turned off. For the primordial mix thing, and then I also thought of another one. Is the enhancements of magical items, like a study and or a theory, or a how-to, if anything?
I mean, yeah, there's probably something in here.
Yeah, like just anything that would like pique my interest. If I walk down an aisle, and be like, "Ooh, that's a pretty book. I want to see what it is."
Yeah, yeah. So it takes you some more time, and while you're looking, you hear another. Ilgrab loves magic because magic is 12 and magic is the floor, and the floor is Ilgrab 12, 4, 6, 9, 3. Oh, but Ilgrab. Maybe magic loves Ilgrab too much. After that wretched man brought that blasted black book here. Oh, Ilgrab changed. He twisted. He was cursed. Ilgrab's cursed, cursed, cursed. Oh, but Ilgrab's smart. No one knew about Ilgrab. Ilgrab knew about curses because Ilgrab studies curses. Ilgrab knows magic, and magic loves Ilgrab.
Don't talk to Hillgrove, but I want to talk to Hillgrove. Fucking goddamn it. Well, I've already regarded Bo's warning, so excuse me.
So at that,
Shit.
you hear, oh, guests, more guests, humans, better not be humans. Ilgrab hates humans. Oh, they take and thieve. Oh, no, it tastes different. And around a corner of one of the shelves, you see a head pop up, and instead of a face, there is one massive eye and a tooth-caked mouth grinning at you.
Ew.
Hi.
Ooh, what's your name? Are you magic? Ilgrab loves magic. This is Ilgrab's collection. Have you come to peruse?
I have, actually. I heard you mumbling something about curses and a black book that cursed.
Oh, the black book, that horrible black book. Oh, but Ilgrab doesn't mind. Ilgrab loves magic, and Ilgrab is now magic. He's studied it for so long. Yes, he did. What did you want to know?
I might have something similar.
At that, he kind of like, his smile drops.
I wanted
You
to. I want
have a black book?
Is it black? Like, is the
It's
book
black.
Fuck.
Black book changed, Ilgrab. Do you have a black book?
I have it hidden away because I don't want it to hurt anyone. Because
Oh,
I know
good.
someone
Thank
changed.
goodness. Ilgrab hates the black book. It's wretched, awful. Oh, but Ilgrab could read it. Yes, he read it and he changed. He turned. He pains. Oh, yeah.
Do you mind telling me what you read in it?
Oh, Ilgrab read. And Ilgrab read, and before he knew it, he changed and became magic. And magic is the floor. The floor is 12-5. No, no, no. Oh, but Ilgrab read. Ilgrab knows. Talks about very many things. Ilgrab knows all about magic. What are you looking to know?
Where did it come from? Not magic, the book, if it said anything.
The book was written by a select few of people. Oh, and Ilgrab wished he knew them so he could get his hands on them and take out their tongues, their souls, their eyes. A very select few group of wizards wrote the books, detailing things about secrets unkempt.
Mind giving me a few names?
Oh, let's see. And he kind of like steps around fully around the corner. And you see he's like short and stout. He's hunchback. He's wearing a single like cloth tunic. And he says, "Oh, well. Serge Salazar was one. Theogen another. Bella Applewood, I think. Bibble Bobble.
Boorish. He's the one that came with the book. That is all I remember.
Ah.
Urge Salazar, Fiajin, Borish.
Shut up, you don't know any of this.
I'm writing it down.
So, give me just a second.
So, do you by chance know what in the book caused the curse? Or was it just the words itself?
The curse was caused by the script. The script was caused by the curse. The curse caused the script, and it changed. It cursed. It ripped him apart. Oh, Hilgrab. But Hilgrab doesn't mind. Hilgrab doesn't mind.
What more do you know about this book other than the curse and are there
The book was
more?
written about an account of elements. Yes, many elements. Very many elements. Hilgrab knows all about the elements. Elements are magic, you see. But it tells a tale. A very old tale. About men before men. The Juan and Telcasia, you see. Very old, very old.
Would I
And
recognize?
You recognize the word spoken, yes. But with that, we're going to go back to the third floor with Daenerys, Lothric, Bo, and Rue.
Curiosity, by the way.
Okay.
So, if you don't know... Okay, so you know Common. This is going to be a little bit of a weird experiment. Do you know the character in Ancient Elvish? See if we can kind of backtrack.
Frankly, I doubt there's anything about that here. The language wasn't even on the outside.
Huh.
I don't think he is going to have any answers.
We might need to look at elves in specific. What kind of elf are you?
As far
Well-
as you know, you're an elf. That's it.
Yeah. I kind of elf. I'm just an elf. There's... I'm not quite sure what you're asking.
Well, I mean, there's high elves, there's wood elves, there's dark elves, drow, like we saw with Malachi. Hell, I'm pretty sure there's some nutjob once or twice has called a dwarf an elf, but that makes no goddamn sense.
Well, you know, now that I think of it, Malachi, when he was talking to me, he mentioned... He called me ancestor. So I guess, in some way, drow, but, like, I'm
Like
different.
a proto
I
drow?
guess. A proto.
Like like not like an ancestor to one specific kind.
I suppose, I guess. I don't know.
Right? Maybe that's a 12th floor thing?
Could
Oh,
be.
Bo. Phonetics wouldn't be on the 12th floor. I feel like that's not really magical.
Yeah, but elves seem pretty magic. I mean, she casted magic that let her friggin' teleport.
Well,
I mean, if you
sure.
look at books of the Elvish language or Sylvan, it's not going to be on the same floor as magic. It's a language.
That's true. Do we know what level of... Have you come across language, Daenerys?
Not exactly.
What have you found?
I found a lot of books about cooking and a lot about animals. It's
Oh.
just kind of like an old form of animal science. But I could help you search.
That would be
What area
great.
did you say you were from again?
I'm from the Shadevale Valley. In...
Okay.
DM, can you write down the continent?
It's a state.
State...
It's the state dome right next to Solili.
Oh, okay.
Would Daenerys know like anything about the history of these people?
So you would instinctively know, based on studies of the places most attuned to magic, that the Shadevale Valley is the place most attuned to forms of nature magic.
Okay. Okay.
So any information about it would probably be on the 12th floor.
Well, I do know that area is kind of attuned to a form of magic. Maybe Bo has something incorrect in what he said.
So,
I want you to know I have the biggest shit-eating grin on my face right now.
so I suppose there's two different ways that I could go. I could go for language. I could go look at language and just see if there's any information about that. And I could go look at 12th floor. I guess I'll try to find language first and we'll end with the 12th floor. That's smart.
That sounds good to me.
Okay. Okay. Would language... Hey, DM, would language still be on this floor, do you think?
No, you're on the floor of history.
I'm on the floor of history. Cool. So, I guess... Did, Magnus and... Or no, sorry, not Magnus. Bo and Lothric have anything else to do on the floor?
I would like to go and find books relating to Tempest stuff, because that's what I know so far.
that would also be on
Probably
the
one of
12th
my only keywords. That would be what?
also on the 12th floor.
Okay, I'll take the elevator up to the 12th floor then.
Okay, so who all is going to the 12th floor and who is going to the floor for fucking language?
So, Rue's going to language.
What are Bo and Daenerys doing?
Oh, Lord.
Daenerys is going to follow Rue.
Okay, and then where's Bo going?
Oh, floor.
Okay, so you all step on the elevator and making your way up, Rue and Daenerys, you eventually come to the 9th floor, which is about languages. And this is a bit of an older floor. There's definitely some dust and some cobwebs and a lot more books than the last floor you were on. But it's still categorized. And Lothric and Bo, as you ascend, you both hear...
Ilgrav knows much. Ilgrav knows much. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, what did you want to know, young one?
And then Magnus responding about the book. And so we're going to go back to that. Ilgrav says,
The Horde and delicacy here. Yes, yes.
I'm pulling out like a piece of paper and I guess a quill and an inkwell?
sure. You probably have some charcoal.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out a stick of charcoal then and just look for a book on alchemy.
You're not going to
And-
acknowledge what you just heard at all?
Oh, wait. Magnus! I tell him not to go talking to the strange one up in the... I'm just gonna let him deal with it.
Okay.
And Bo just walk off.
And Lothric, when you get up here, I want you to make a perception check for me.
Okay. There we go. And there it is. 16.
Okay. So looking around, you see a smattering of books, but in a corner from where the sound of chattering is coming from, you see a litany of magic items. You see a chest plate, like plate mail. You see a two-handed greatsword. You see a bow,
Howdy.
like a long bow. You see what looks to be another cup. You see an axe. You see a single like spyglass. You see tons of magic items. And you also hear Ilgrab say Huana and Telkasir, which you again understand as Tempest.
I guess I'll go towards the sound of the voices.
So you come up, and here is Magnus talking to this fucking crazy looking thing with just one huge eye. It looks like it has like 1,000-yard stare. It's not quite concentrating on what it's saying. And it doesn't seem, neither of them seem to notice you as you approach. So with that, Magnus, what were you going to say?
I've heard that before. The Juan Tel Kasir. Does it say more about that, or is it just...
Oh, it tells many things, many things, many things. Oh, but for Ilgrab to tell you, you'll have to give Ilgrab something in return. Something magic. Because magic is the floor. The floor is 12 and 12, 4, 3, 6, 2.
something magic? Oh, actually, I might have something. I'm going to dig in my pouch. I fucking knew it was... I love hoarding shit. I'm going to pull out the bone wand.
Okay, do you hand it to him?
Is this... I haven't had the chance to actually sit and look at it, but...
As you pull it out, he snatches it out of your hand with a three-clawed hand. He goes,
and he begins inspecting it really close to his eye and goes, no, 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 no! And he snaps it in half.
Oh,
Not magic, not magic, not magic!
okay, no worries.
I mean, would the thermos of boundless coffee count as magic?
It is
But
magic.
I don't
bought it
want to
from a
lose
magic
that.
shop.
Yeah.
Is it alright if I come back later with something magical?
No, 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 I want magic now!
Fuck.
Magnus, who is this?
Oh, this is...
Oh, what are you? Oh, you smell like magic. Ilgrab loves magic. Ilgrab loves magic, but magic hates Ilgrab. Oh, but Ilgrab gives magic because Ilgrab loves magic.
I smell like magic? I guess I'll dig into the pouch and pull out the thermos of boundless coffee.
okay, as soon as you do,
This
he
what you're
snatches
looking
it,
for?
and he goes, because looking at it, and he goes,
Yes, 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 boring, but yes.
and he like disappears around the corner,
So sorry.
and he places it in the
That's
pile
okay.
that you saw earlier as you watch him, and he comes back around and he's like,
What did you want to know?
and with that, we're going to go back to Rue and
I'll
to
rem-
Neris.
That
Woohoo.
remove that from my inventory, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, goodbye, thermos of boundless coffee. It was
So,
a
Rue and
pleasure.
Neris, you spend maybe the next couple minutes looking
I'll
for
get another one.
anything to do with like ancient Elvish, but you find nothing considering what you're looking for.
Crap.
What a shame.
This is not a very useful place.
Indeed. It feels like it's not a very organized place.
I guess I don't have anything to compare it to, but I hope the others are having better luck.
I hope so as well.
We didn't get wiped from history. You have the scroll. right?
Right, I do. And Daenerys will pull it out.
Okay.
I wish we had more answers. I wish this place had more.
I wish it did as well. Maybe we can... I don't know. And Daenerys will, like, flip through some of her notes, trying to, like, figure it out, but coming to the conclusion that there's nothing.
It's okay. We still have the 12th floor. We can try that, and if there's nothing, then there's nothing, and it is what it is.
Yeah, this sounds good to me.
Is there anything else
We
you needed on this floor?
I don't believe so.
Alright. Let's go meet the others, I suppose. And we're just gonna go to the circle.
Okay.
Yeah, and
So-
Daenerys is joining.
You both ascend up to the 12th floor, and why is fucking night sounds playing? Stop.
I was vibing. I liked it. It's on
It's not
theme.
nighttime.
I like
It's
the
on
other one.
theme.
It was jaunty.
So you guys ascend, and the same kind of, and the floor below you begins to disappear, but you're still standing on it, and you hear, much like Bo and Lothric did when they first came up, you hear from a distance, you hear like,
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Oh.
Daenerys is gonna turn to Rue like, I think, should we be concerned about this?
I thought we were told to not talk to anyone.
Seems like our party members had other plans, as per usual.
Great. Okay. Yeah, let's go find them.
so it doesn't take you long to follow the sounds of the mumbling maniac. And eventually you come to the back. You pass Bo looking through the shelves.
I told him not to talk to him.
And eventually you come to the site that the other two have seen, a huge one-eyed thing with two hands made of three claws, hunched over, kind of grayish looking skin, just a mouth with sharp pointy teeth, as it kind of like is sitting there kind of bouncing. Okay, so we come back to the 12th floor of the Cobalt Library. Four of you stand in front of a creature hunched over, one huge eye that looks like it's not focusing on you at all, but is just kind of talking. And it says,
What did you want to know?
The Tempest. What is it from? What does it mean?
Whoa, the Tempest. The one in Telkisir is a very old form of Elvish. Not written down, of course. Very old, before men were men. And that's what it describes. Men before men. It describes children of the storm, as they were called by the elves. You see, they were magic. The men before men were magic, and Ilgrab loves magic. Ilgrab loves magic because magic is Ilgrab. Magic is the floor. 12, 3, 4, 2.
Does it tell you anything more than that? Any ties to gods or anything?
It tells a tale of how they were wrapped up as one, connected to the elements they were, and then they bred and bred and bred with the other humans before their lineage was wiped out.
And what if, hypothetically, there were some still alive or out there?
okay. When you say that, the 1,000-yard stare in his eyes clears up and he looks directly at you, Magnus.
Fuck.
And he says,
Oh, Ilgrab would love to have one of those for his collection. Ilgrab loves to study magic. Do you know one?
Well, Unfortunately, I don't think so. A group of friends and I came up in a situation where the word was brought up, and since it's in your black book,
No, not possible. Not possible at all. It's only in the wretched black book that cursed Ilgrab, torn limb from limb, piece by piece, and put back together until he's this. Oh.
Do you might know of any way to read the book without getting cursed? Or if there were any way to reverse this, maybe?
He kind of like stops, because the entire time he's been speaking, he's been like moving, bouncing. His arms have been rubbing his hands together, he's been thinking, he's been looking, and he stops dead. He says,
Ilgrab knows how to read the book. But Ilgrab made the curse happen. Ilgrab is curse touched now. Magic touched. Because magic's the floor, and therefore the floor is Ilgrab 12, 4, 6, 3, 2, no!
Ilgrab, bear with me here, and it's fine to say no. Can you read the book without getting cursed now?
Ilgrab doesn't know. Ilgrab's curse touched, but only a curse touch might be able to.
Have you read the book, your book? Have you read it again since you've read it the first time, or?
Ilgrab destroyed the wretched book.
Okay. God damn it, the sniff.
Sorry.
No, it's fine, because I thought it was Cole. So I thought it was Hilgrab going quiet and then just... like I said, am in possession of one of these books.
Don't bring it here. Don't
Worry,
don't.
I won't. But I would like to learn of a way for someone to read it safely.
Oh, well. If one is touched by elements, if one is cursed and twisted, we might be able to. That is a fantastic point. Ilgrab will have to think. Magic will tell Ilgrab. It'll tell him. And Ilgrab will believe it because Ilgrab loves magic. Magic is the floor. 12, 6, 9, 3, 1, no!
Why do you keep repeating those numbers? I get the 12th floor of magic and everything, but why the sequence?
Magic. 12. 12 is the floor and 12 is magic. That is why Ilgrab says it. 3, 6, 2, 12.
But 3, 6, 2?
4, 3, 6, 2, 12. All divisors, all perfect, all beautiful, all magical, Ilgrab. Oh, you're a genius. You were a genius. You're still a genius. Magic. Wait. No. You.
and you watch as the kind of like distant stare goes away, and he looks at Rue. He says,
You.
and he like leans a little bit in.
You smell old. You look old. You look like elf before man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can taste it in you. Do you want to stay here? Ilgrab will study you. Oh, no, Ilgrab can't keep people again. They'll come back.
I'm sorry, again?
Yes, human came, human gave book. Ilgrab cut tongue out of human for giving Ilgrab book. And then Ilgrab keep human to study. And then
Oh.
they came and took human and punished Ilgrab, cursed Ilgrab, cut Ilgrab.
Oh. Then it would be a very not wise idea to keep me for some reason.
Oh, I see your point. But at least there are no humans here. All I smell is 5 magic. 3, 6, 4, 2, 12 on the floor.
Hey, Magnus, we weren't supposed to talk to anyone.
Listen, I get that, I understand it, I was going to abide by it. But the book that he's talking about that he got cursed by, I have one. And it's
You have one.
Not currently on my possession, but
Ilgrab spells curse touched here. Yes, he does. Ilgrab wishes he could study, but still.
this
Right.
is kind of what happens when you read one.
You haven't read it, have you?
I'm going to deadpan stare at Rue.
I had to make sure. I didn't know if it was like a long-term effect or something.
Where is he? Where is he? There's 4, but there's 5. Where is the curse touch? Bring him here.
Cursed?
The
Bo? Bo! Are you up here?
Bo.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Bo!
I'll go get him. I'll go get him. I'm just gonna
This
like
is a really
back
good
away
room.
really quick from the weird little orc dude.
I imagine him like a manky.
As you're like walking around looking for Bo, you just see him like looking down with his hat covering his face, with his hand on his hat, just covering his eyes.
Hey Bo.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard everything.
I've heard enough. Yeah. Please don't take me over there.
Well, please. We won't.
Okay.
Magnus would appreciate it.
Yeah, I know Magnus would appreciate it. I told Magnus not to go over there and talk to. Hey, okay, and he just walks back with Rue.
Your curse touched Ilgrab can taste it on you. Your Ilgrab is you. Your magic is the floor. 12, 9, 3, 6, 2.
Yep. Kurt, what do you mean you can taste it on me?
I can taste it in the air. Magic tastes to Ilgrab as Ilgrab tastes to magic.
Bo just looks over at Daenerys, mouths "what the fuck," and then looks back at Ilgrab.
If anyone would be able to read it, would be willing to read it, he could. Oh, but beware.
What?
Anyone else lays eyes and understands the concepts, they'll twist and turn and burn and pillage and hurt like Ilgrab. Oh, but he already has the curse, doesn't he? Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Anything else you
What?
might be able to tell us about the book?
Oh, what do you want to know?
What else was in it besides the...
More questions means more magic for Ilgrab. Ilgrab loves magic.
Does it mention a man named Ardor?
More questions means more magic for Ilgrab.
It's a trade-off. I'm not... Magic item for magic information kind of deal. We kind of gave away the coffee thermos.
You gave away the coffee thermos.
I will get you another one, cowboy.
Not yet. Yeah, got it. Okay. Okay. Ilgrab, you said your name was? How would you feel about having a blood sample? Is that magic
Blood
enough for
sample is nothing. Bill Grub can take his own blood.
you? The curse that I have is a part of my blood.
And I have the same curse, you buffoon!
Oh, wait, don't we have a magic axe?
Magic what?
Magic what? It cut
We
off.
have a magic axe that makes you cut wood really good. I think Daenerys or Bo has it.
Daenerys has it.
Unless you are planning to use it, say no if you would like. Please.
Daenerys reaches for her bag that is full of so many notes, and at the bottom of the bag, she pulls out an axe, and doing so, she spills all sorts of notes on the floor and frantically tries to tumble.
Oh no, I'm gonna start.
Clumsy, clumsy bird.
And then it snatches the axe out of it and goes, and begins looking at it really up close to his eye.
Ooh, a new one. Yes, Ilgrab has fun with this. What did you want to know?
The rest of what was in the book.
The book talks about children of the storm, how they came to be after the weave collapsed. Oh, they were the ones from the other world, the other realm. Yes, yes, yes! They are spirits of their ancestors. And they fought, yes, they did. They fought before men were men, before elves knew men. They fought the elements. The elements they fought, yes, they did.
Children of the. Oh.
I'm gonna do the little head point.
What does the little head point mean? I don't know what that means.
That's like a gesture to Lothric. Like,
Okay.
but the thing.
Right. So, how can you tell that a person is a child of the storm?
Oh, many ways indeed. They were man before men, just like Ilgrab was Ilgrab before Ilgrab. Oh, but that's okay. Ilgrab doesn't mind. Ilgrab likes magic. Ilgrab loves magic, and magic is 12, 4, 3, 6, 2. Now, right. The Juan and Tilxir. You wouldn't be able to tell now. Their blood is too watered down. But they glow. Yes, they had lightning. Yes, they had lightning, much like the human who brought the buckle. But they had a very specific power. They could hear whispers of their dead friends.
Rue's kind of gonna look over at Lothric.
Well, Hilgrob, it was very nice to meet you, and it was very nice to meet the information. But unfortunately, I'm gonna look at the imaginary watch that is on my wrist. We do have a horse to go attend to, so unfortunately we are gonna have to make our leave.
One last thing.
Yes?
If you ever, I mean ever, open that horrible book, make sure your name isn't written in it.
Why?
Wait, didn't he say that I could read him?
That's not what he means.
Well, I know, but okay.
Well,
Odd.
keep it in mind.
Cool. Yeah, I'd like to leave. Well, yeah, I think we should go.
Perhaps we'll come visit another day.
Ilgrub looks forward. Ilgrub loves magic, and magic loves Ilgrub. Ilgrub loves magic, and magic is the flower, and the flower is 12, 9, 6, 3, 2.
I'm going to go stand on the invisible circle.
As you stand on it, the circle then and comes back under your feet. Is everybody else going with, or is it just Magnus?
I'm going.
I'm. No, I'm going with Magnus. No, I'm gonna need that later. No.
Okay.
We can come back tomorrow. Just like I would like to do X-nay with the outside with the horse A.
Yeah, I got it. Let's go. Let's go.
He wanted to kick me.
Lothar?
Go.
There.
I guess I'll go too. I don't have any more magic items for any more questions.
Okay, so I'm assuming, I'm gonna say, unless Daenerys has anything to say, Lothric is the last one out. And as you turn to leave, Ilgrab says,
You know, if you are one of the children of the storm, I pity you.
Why? Exactly.
The magic in your veins, it's bound to run out, you're bound to die, and die you will. Your voice will be heard by your descendants. They all know, every ancestor knows the fate that beholds you. So, I extend an offer. Ilgrub can keep you safe forever. As long as you let Ilgrub study you.
Well, Ilgrub, I appreciate the offer, but I'm gonna go.
All right. Oh, right.
Yikes.
do you walk out?
And I'll walk out,
Okay.
kind of shaking.
So-
A little bit.
As you all get on the elevator, you hear,
the ones beneath the feet. Oh, I killed them all. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. The ones below the ground. They thought they could make fun of Ilgrab and Ilga.
as you descend.
What the fuck did that mean? Oh,
You think he was
I-
talking about the drown?
The ones beneath the feet.
The one beneath the ground. They live underground, don't they? Well, so do dwarves, but
Well, okay. I think we should go back to wherever and like just talk about this somewhere not within earshot of Hillgrove.
please. Daenerys,
So,
you're the
what-
smartest one here. Got any ideas about that one?
It's a curse.
Seems some unethical research ended him in the place that he deserved.
Yeah, but he said he had the same curse as me.
When we get down to the first floor, can I talk to the Russian guy that was at the desk?
Yeah, you can.
Hey, what's the deal with the dude up there?
Did you talk to him?
Why?
Well, he can get a little bit crazy. Last time he killed somebody.
Okay, yes, we talked to him, but no, he didn't kill
A little
any of us.
crazy.
I told you not. Jesus.
I just
Oh,
the deal, please.
well, he used to be our top researcher on magic items. What kept going on about how 12 and 3 and 6 were connected, and that's why he made the 12th floor magic. Something about a trinity or something. I don't know. I don't care. But eventually, this man came in and he gave him a book, and Ilgrob was especially attuned to curses. So when he read the book, the curse, I guess, took hold, but he knew and thought fast enough in time to preserve what was left of him.
Did you see what the man looked like?
Do I look like a security guard?
Just out of curiosity.
No. There were a lot more people coming in those days, so keeping track of everybody in a public place is a little bit difficult.
Alright, fair enough. I'm just asking all the dumb questions today.
You didn't give him anything magic, did you?
Maybe?
Daenerys sighs, like the biggest sigh.
So does Bo.
Oh,
A
alright.
coffee thermos and an axe.
Oh yeah, sure. Give the crazed guy more weapon. What is wrong with you?
Listen, we had
You know-
questions, we needed answers.
In all fairness, I told them not to go talk to him.
See, this guy gets it.
Thank you.
Look, it'll keep him busy for a while, but then, oh man.
Okay,
All
well,
right.
if we come back and we need more questions, what do you suggest we bring for Hillgrob?
Don't talk to Ilgrob!
But Ilgrob's very knowledgeable about things we don't know about.
Yes, so are gods of madness. You risk dying. What is? You know what? Fine. Do what you want. And he puts his feet back up and takes a long drag out of his pipe.
You got another pipe I can borrow for like 2 seconds?
Fuck off.
Alright, that's fair.
Alright.
Jesus Christ.
Bo is walking out, just...
Be
Fucking
seeing
awesome.
You.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
I'm kind
Oh,
of
hey,
sorry.
third person. Anything you check out, you don't take anything from that floor, right? Because he will hunt you down.
We didn't. No, we didn't.
I'm not
do
talking
any
to
of
you. I'm talking to bird person.
that. Okay.
Oh, I didn't take anything.
Do you check anything out? I write in book.
I didn't find anything I needed.
Actually, there is one thing that I would like to look at. It's on this floor, cookbooks.
It's on the second floor.
On the second floor.
Your friends are knowledgeable. Mayhaps you spend more time in library, you'll learn too.
Lothric, it's on the next floor.
He's so mean.
Well, anyways, I don't pay attention to that sort of thing.
Clearly.
Magnus, do you have any recommendations for cookbooks?
Spicy? I like spicy food. I don't know what you're asking me.
Spicy, the
I mean-
cookbook.
Full of nudes.
Okay, Lothric's gonna quickly get on the circle, go up to the second level, and look for a cookbook on spicy food or anything within that nature, and come
You
back
find
down.
like 8.
I'll take the biggest one.
Okay.
Out of the 12
So
million
the
that-
title is Chili Peppers and You, What You Need to Know and Where Not to Touch.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Alright, yeah.
Um,
This one circulates quite a bit. Don't touch. That's my favorite part. And he starts writing it down.
Where and where not to use Tapatio sauce.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the gesture.
Yep.
Oh, hey, I've seen that one. Never mind.
Okay, let's go. And I guess Rue's gonna walk out.
Okay. Is everybody following, or?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Yes.
already outside.
Okay. So, what are you guys doing?
I told you not to go talk to the fucking crazy man up on the 12th floor.
Listen,
I
I
told you
understand
not
that, and I was going to listen. Except he started rambling on about a little fucking, or not little, but a black book that's cursed. And I pull out the one that's in my satchel, and I, like, kind of hold it close to me, and just, like, in Bo's view, but hidden from everyone else. Not like our group, but you know, just like I have
Yeah.
one, and I put it back.
Yeah, I know. I've seen you with that. I've seen Lothar carry it.
Lothar hasn't touched this. What are you talking about?
Yes, he has. Remember whenever he had my ring, Tenaris' scroll and
Oh, I thought no.
Look.
Yeah, this is the thing that made him go crazy, but this is a different book.
Well, yeah, clearly.
Okay, stop. Let's talk about this back at the inn. We do not need to be in public doing this.
I agree with that. Anywhere else we'd
He
like
gets
to go
Dusty
today?
and
I agree as well.
we might need to go check up on Beatrice, but that's basically it. Unless we're gonna want to go on a manhunt for Spencer, but that seems like something we can't take care of.
No, not alone. I think let's just go to the inn and we'll talk and we'll figure out a next plan. Cool with everyone?
That
Yeah,
sounds
that's
good to me.
All of this is roleplay. It's okay.
Okay, so I guess we're all just gonna go to the inn.
Okay. So you guys walk along the familiar cobblestone streets and eventually find yourself back inside the Hearthfire Inn. Alrune is not manning the bar. It's about maybe 12. It's about noon.
Could you say it's noon?
No,
Stop.
fuck you.
Damn.
It's like
okay, it's
12:01 just
12:15.
because you said that.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Okay. We're just gonna sit down at one of the tables.
I'm gonna sit with her. I'm assuming we're all sitting down.
I mean, if every place has a good stable, I guess I'm putting Dusty in a stable.
So you're back at the inn. The inn doesn't have a stable.
Shit.
You can bring Dusty inside like you did before.
Yeah, I guess that's all I'm doing. I
You
just
didn't
did,
have
yeah.
to suggest it, DM.
Yeah. I guess I'm bringing the horse inside the fucking bar.
Oh my god.
Are there any like stables in the city at all?
There are, but last time that happened, Dusty died.
I'm not fucking doing that.
But he's immortal now. But we also don't know if he made it to the stable.
Philo Narath said he may have made them immortal.
May. So it's not for sure.
Not concrete. Yeah, you guys won't know.
Okay.
Oh, little bastard of God, I love
I
him.
may or may not have an immortal sibling. You may or may not have an immortal horse. Do we want to take him to the stable, make sure he actually gets there, instead of bringing him into a tavern?
Well, that depends. When are we going to go to the king?
That depends.
Are we
When
doing
do we
our-
want to go to the king?
I guess I just look at Tenaris.
I think there's a bit of business before we head to visit the king. You see, a family member of mine would like me to visit a place.
A place?
Sorry.
The Fijian Island thing, right?
In Spectre Island.
Spectre Island, yeah? With Fijian
Going
Island?
through it's the Lenoro Empire. And
So that is talking about if you come across that character.
oh, I'm sorry. Disregard what I said. I apologize. I think that we could make it to the king pretty soon, honestly.
Okay.
Well, for Tenaris' sake, I would like to get that done.
Also considering the
Right.
fact that we need the king's permission. Because I
Well,
personally do have business in Spectre Island. I heard some of you did as well. Not gonna pry. Not my business.
Badly, yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice to go.
So we have to go. unfortunately, regardless or not. But
Daenerys is going to pull out a letter from her bag, which basically is an invitation from the king, and she says, "You see, I was actually given an invitation earlier on in my stay here. I think that we could go anytime. I would just have to notify them when we leave, of course."
Okay. We should definitely plan on doing that as soon as possible. I, however, would like to talk about what we've learned today
again,
with...
I'm sorry for talking to the crazy person, but it did kind of give us some information, so curiosity for the win?
Oddly enough, yeah, I think so. So, Lothric.
Yes.
I'm sure you're pretty confused about everything.
I mean, yeah, he did mention that I could possibly die when my magic runs out, but I honestly don't know what that means.
I don't either. So I guess Magnus, he mentioned that, and he was all over the place, so I was having a hard time keeping attention on him, but he mentioned that the children of the storm attacked or fought the elements. Is that what he said?
Fought against the elements, yeah, something like that.
And that they were also spirits of their ancestors.
Yeah, that too. But I didn't get like which elements specifically, or if they were a part of the war that like made everything.
The men before men.
Yeah.
From what I understand, it sounds like there was a clashing of the dimensions, and somehow elements crossed between the dimensions and fought the humans and fought each other.
I don't think it was humans.
You have a point.
Well, what I'm thinking is, I don't know, it's just probably me just talking, but he mentioned a child of the storm, and that's what I am, with the lightning.
Mm-hmm.
But with it being elements, does that mean there's, for example, a child of fire, fire coming out of their eye? Or a child of the earth with rocks? Or, I don't know. It's just a thought.
And
So,
plus a
maybe
Twilight
there's-
Airbender theme.
Really quick, Daenerys. When Lothric says that, you specifically remember the reason why the Arathians fear the king of Livlancourt is because he is magically attuned to the element of earth.
Oh, okay.
Odd.
See,
Wow.
from what I know, the king is attuned to one of the elements, the element of earth. Doesn't quite mix well with my people, of course.
Is
Oh.
there a chance that he's like Lothric?
I'm not entirely sure, but I wouldn't say it's not a possibility.
I do suppose we can keep an eye out whenever we go see him.
Definitely a good idea.
DM, would I know anything about that at all?
You would know that the king of Livlancourt is magically attuned to the element of earth. Hang on, let me send this to you in a DM.
Okay.
Looking back in your memory, it is not the same vibe at all. There's something very different about it entirely.
So it's definitely not as ancient as Lothric seems.
It would be in a different vein of magic entirely.
Okay. Cool.
Odd. Okay.
Sorry to make that like complicated, but just out of curiosity.
That's okay.
I also wanted to mention something that I meant to tell everyone, but then we had to fight Abe, and then we got back to the tavern, and all of a sudden we were in.
A lot has happened in the 48 hours.
A lot
I think you
has
get a pass with
happened.
this.
I think so. Malachi, when we talked, he spoke ancient Elvish. That's how I was able to talk to him. He mentioned the Child of the Storm. He mentioned it about Lothric. So he knows something.
So Lothric is for sure Child of the Storm.
Yes, from what I understood.
I fucking knew you were a god, you son of a bitch. And I'm doing like the little finger point thing, like, I knew it.
I think he knows more than what he told me. I tried to get more answers out of him, but obviously it didn't turn out well. I wanted to mention that just because now there's other people that know. And if we come across Malachi again, maybe we can get some answers.
I think if we come across Malachi again, he might try to kill 4 of us and keep you and him. Or kill 2 of us and 3. I don't know how to count.
Possibly. Maybe I can pull out some intimidation. I'm his ancestor, I guess.
Pull the grandma card.
I can, right? I feel like that's in my right. I don't know, I've never been a grandma before, so...
Have you ever been a mom before?
No.
You barely look a day over 20.
Technically, yeah. But, so... Where do we want to go from here? We want to see the king? Should we plan on doing that tomorrow?
I mean, it's quite the journey to, like, the castle, but we can start heading that way, of course.
It's a few weeks of travel, but yeah.
Oh, it is? Damn.
Yeah.
Is that a travel by ship or travel by foot?
Ship, unfortunately. The
So,
province of
it's-
Ivlicourt is
it's-
an island.
It's travel by ship and then travel by foot.
Ah, okay.
Oh, that's a long ass trip.
So,
Or we could see Beatrix before we go. We need to get the letter of recommendation anyway.
yeah, either king or tie up loose ends here, I think it was. It's up to you guys, really.
I think we should go visit. Just drop a quick visit by Beatrix before we go.
Yeah, I think we kind of owe it to her for kind of causing chaos in her city for a week and then helping said solve chaos
Mm-hmm.
within the same week. Can we have like a week where it's just normal?
I think with how it's been for the past few weeks, I don't think that's gonna be how it is.
Damn it. I should have stayed in the caravan.
You also shouldn't have decided to push Lothric down a hole.
Hey, that was funny. And he lived, and now we have a really cool story about it.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Do you wanna do
shall
that?
I was gonna say, shall we go talk to Beatrix now?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're all going to go head to the matron station?
Yeah.
yeah, while we walk,
Yeah.
while we walk over. So, Bo, this cursed touch thing. You can 100% say no if you don't want to. But cursed man in the library. I forgot, what is his name again?
Kilgrub?
Ilgrub, thank you. I don't know why, but my brain was like, his name is Crabapple. And I was like, no, it's not.
What?
My brain said that his name was Crabapple, and I don't know why. But because I think whenever I was little, somebody once told me crab apples make you crazy, and so I was like, oh, I don't got crab apples, but it's something. Anyways, Ilgrub said that you were probably the only other person that could read this and not end up like him. At some point or another, it doesn't have to be now. Sleep on it if you want. But could you read this? It was kind of... Somebody I knew wrote stuff in this, and I would like to know more. And considering what was found in the first book, I'm assuming what we'll find in this book might be just as important. So...
Maybe we'll find... Maybe we'll even eventually find a cure.
Maybe. But feel free to say no. If you do...
Yes, I will.
Cool.
I will read your book.
Really?
Yes, of course.
I
As
really
long
don't want to
as you
go
promise...
crazy.
As long as you promise not to go through my shit again.
As long as you promise to stop writing wills.
Well, if you don't steal this one, I won't have to.
Well, to be fair, I know what was on your other will. I'm assuming the same stuff is on this will.
It's a little more emotional, but sure.
If you get rid of the will, someone will know what to do with your body. But there's no point in having one if you have us to not let you die. Because believe it or not, the few fucking months that I've been with you guys, I've kind of gotten a little attached.
Hasn't it only been a month?
It's been like 2 or 3. Because the ship and the Never Sands and the Arid Riders.
That was more me asking Cole. Like, wasn't that like a month ago?
It's been a few months.
Oh, okay.
It took about a month of travel across the ocean to get to Liverpool.
Ah, that's right. Okay, thank you. Magnus, there's a reason for a will, and all y'all are partially a reason. But
Fine.
I need you. I need you to not.
Okay, I won't go through your shit.
Thank you. Yes, I will read your book.
No more wills
No more stealing.
from you.
Well, yes, from me.
And
Obviously, we're gonna
with
be stealing.
that, you guys arrive at the guard matron station. There are 4 guards posted outside the single stone building in the circular plaza of the city of Cobalt. It's about 1 in the afternoon now, and the sun has begun hitting all the right places. And for the first time in a while, you guys see what makes this city so presentable. The sheer blue hue of the stone, and the people all wearing silk and linen. It's quite a pretty city.
Great.
Oh, this is nicer whenever I'm not covered in shit.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. Let's go in. And Rue's gonna kind of step into the station.
Okay. So you head in. I'm assuming everybody else follows.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So as
Yeah.
you kind of pile into this small stone building, you see what Bo saw when he first came here. You see a door to the left that's locked, and then behind a small hallway you see a single table, 3 chairs, one behind the table, and then behind that a single jail cell, now holding currently 2 people who are unconscious, and Beatrix is sitting at the table writing as you enter.
Bo's just gonna like knock on like a wall and just be like, Miss Beatrix?
She like kind of looks up. Oh, hi. Welcome. Come in. Come in. Sorry, there aren't enough chairs.
That's fine.
Yeah. What are you guys doing here?
We just came to, well, Daenerys, I guess this would be more fun for you. Give it a reference and.
Well, we came here looking for references to the kingdom for the lot here. I'm sure I could make it in easy, but I'm not sure.
Oh, yes.
Look.
I actually just finished them, and she takes a stack of 5 papers and holds them up.
Oh. Thank you.
Thank you.
Perfect, thank you.
Of
Thank you
course.
kindly.
Just a few questions before you go. For the records, I do have to have, because I put you down as a mercenary group. Do you guys like have a name for your group?
Oh. No. What would be a good name? Ooze Patrol.
Ooze Patrol! Fucking
Oh my god.
Busters.
No, I'm putting my foot down on this one. No.
Ooze Patrol, please.
Rue, as funny as I think that would be, I don't think 10 would appreciate that.
Oh my god, it'd be so funny.
I don't think that's appropriate.
Come on, Daenerys.
Daenerys just gives Rue like the weirdest look, like,
These are
Alright.
really dumb. I'd like to share my next best suggestion: the burn unit.
I also
The
got one.
what?
The burn unit. It's like the burn ward in a hospital. It's just the burn unit.
Oh my
None
god.
of us are pyromancers, Rue.
2 of us are made
Fire
of
Genasi's
fire.
right there.
And
Well,
lightning
I
causes
know.
fire.
But there's only one fire element alignment.
I
Uh,
know.
uh, how do
Oh, let's keep going. I could do this for like hours.
Ooh.
How do we feel about the Band of the Wildstorm?
That's pretty
I
sick.
must say, I do like that.
I do like that. That's got a nice ring to it.
It's
I mean, it fits with our boy. Now look over to Lothric.
Hey, don't center the group name around me, but
What if he dies?
I like it. It brings of adventure.
Definitely a little more appropriate.
Well, I'm not going with Ooze Inspectors.
Ooze
So
Patrol.
you don't gotta
listen.
worry.
The Ooze
It's a good
Patrol.
one.
Put us down as the Band of the Wildstorm, I guess.
Agreed.
As long as you're all in agreement.
Mm-hmm.
It might change here and there, but sure.
Of course.
Only depending on the circumstance.
She writes down the band of the, what was it?
Wild.
Wild Storm.
Okay, so we're going to write that down. She says, have you come to help with things, or are you heading out?
What are things? What's been going on?
Well, we have seemingly, after a strange disappearance of a new spice trader, we've lost a good patron, and she has an empty estate, so I figured someone should buy it. She kind of like looks at all of you.
Oh.
How much is it?
Well, last time it sold for a couple thousand gold.
Well, considering the
But-
circumstances that both of the owners are missing and or dead.
Yes, the price has gone down. maybe about 600 gold pieces. Of course, the city has to claim all of the wealth and resources that are currently inside as it goes to the state. You know how things are.
Of course. It would be nice to have a place to go to.
Well, I
Is there a
can
rent and a
give
mortgage?
100, so
Well,
we
okay,
just
okay.
need to come up with the other.
Guys, let's think about this.
To address Bo's
Oh.
question, there is no rent. You're outright buying the house and the land.
Let's think about this real quick before we start
Beatrix,
making any decisions.
Beatrix,
Yes.
my family, specifically my father, worked closely with the Growmores. I think it would be only appropriate for me to buy the estate.
Of course. Do you want me to make it out to the house or to you?
Go ahead and build the house, please.
Of course.
Norris? We would
Of
have all
course.
pitched in.
No, it's no trouble. You see, the houses work together. It's like a system, and I feel guilty for accusing Abe of things that he wasn't guilty of.
I see.
To
Also,
be fair, though, that was kind of out of your control, friend.
you can't take that upon yourself. The
Oh, I know.
circumstances, but
But taking the estate into our name would help us really kind of reconnect with the islands. We've been kind of isolated for a while. You know, researchers coming in and out, but not for the last 4 years at least.
This is
Beatrix,
giving them a bit of a hub.
is there any chance at all that we can look inside anything within the estate?
Look inside.
Like,
Well,
just go look around the estate, just to like.
well, and she kind of like looks at the two in the jail cell. Considering you've already been inside the estate,
I know there's stuff that we
I-
might have left in there.
you've already bought it. It doesn't matter.
You're right. Anyways.
Alright, well. Thank you, Tam. Now we got a place to lay our heads.
Well, it's all due accordance to the family of Dorathian.
Technically,
I want you to know that the House Dorathian will allow you into their estate.
Bo is going to choke a tiny tear and wipe his face.
I'm going to give a very low bow to Princess Teneris of House Dorathian.
Oh, right. Magnus. Someone was looking for you. They said, oh, what time is it? And she kind of like looks at this. There's like a small orb on the table, and she's like, oh, they should be here right about now, actually. They said to meet you outside.
Did they give a name?
She shakes her head. No, it sounded urgent, so I thought I would let them do it.
What did they look like?
It came by correspondence through mail. I don't know.
Ah. Okay.
Immortal sister time?
Probably go outside.
I don't want to go outside.
Well, what if they're waiting?
They can fucking stay waiting.
I pick up Magnus.
Do not.
If you-
Actually, Bo, I'm serious. I will walk out of this building, but you have to let me do it.
Alright.
Just yell, we'll be right there if you need us.
Well, if you couldn't fucking come with me, I didn't say you had to stay in here. I
Well,
just
the
Okay,
sun-
well, I was gonna pick you up. I'll go with you.
I mean, I've kind of got to stay. I have to do paperwork for the estate, of course.
Yeah, well,
Magnus, maybe whenever you're done with that conversation, you might want to help them out with that.
sure. I guess I will go walk outside.
Okay. So, as you step out,
I'm gonna, like, before I step out, I'm gonna, like, straighten my shirt and everything and, like, make sure that I'm, like, decently presentable and I don't look like I'm haggard as shit.
okay,
I
easy
make sure
enough.
their eyebrows go in the right way.
My eyebrows good. It's like,
Yeah,
the glasses
you're
still look
fine.
stupid. I'm gonna take off the glasses and put it away.
No, the glasses looks fine. Okay.
I don't know.
alright.
So you step out, and you don't hear, or you don't see anything. What you hear is, "Hello, Magnus." You've been gone for quite a while.
I hear this. I don't see anything.
You don't see him, not yet. But as you turn to the source of the sound, standing in the shadows, lighting up the wall behind him, is your father.
I'm gonna fucking shit myself as reaction.
I need to know who followed you out.
I will
I
be.
did.
I kind of just freeze.
I did too.
Okay. So Bo, Lothric, and Rue, you foresee a massive fire genasi. Like Magnus, his hair and beard are on fire, but it's real fire. Not like Magnus's where it's like pseudo. It's real fire. He has a dark pigmentation and cold eyes as he stares at Magnus. And he says, "I see you've made friends. It's a shame you didn't introduce me."
Hey, Magnus. Is good, bad? What do we do?
Why are you here? How are you here?
Well, when we received a call saying that your brother was here, when in fact he was at home, and he takes a step forward. When I heard about a group of misfits running around the city, and he takes another step forward, well, I had to come see for myself. Teleportation circles, they do wonders. He takes a step forward. He's now looming over you, the
I'm
6'10" man that he is.
standing my ground.
Tell me, Magnus, your friends, would they die for you?
Already have. A couple of times.
Quaint.
I don't expect anyone to die for me. Not like you do.
Thought I would let you know. Your sister got better.
Yeah. I know. You're welcome.
He kind of raises an eyebrow. Really? You?
Sometimes it pays to be nice to those you don't know about. Why are you really here?
Because. And he bends down. And he speaks. And he gets close to your ear. He says in your ear, "Thought you might want to know. Arranged marriages are a hell of a thing." And he straightens up. So he straightens up.
We can hear you.
And he takes a step back and he says, "I'll be in touch. And, well, I can only assume you cherish their lives, so you know your mother and father best. Keep them safe, will you?"
Fuck off, old man.
He kind of like grits. You can see he starts clenching his jaw, and the fire erupting from his head and face gets a little bit brighter,
Yeah,
a little bit more hot.
Magnus's hair is like a lot warmer than it normally is, and it's a lot faster. Normally it's like that slow, pretty. It's not.
It would be unwise to do anything in front of the guard station.
You clearly do not have any idea of the power I wield, elf. But I came here with a peace offering.
Peace.
Peace offering could be a bit nicer.
Magnus already knows. Do what I ask, and everything will be fine. Now then, I have business to attend to. And he turns around, and as he steps away, you all notice that the blue stone that was beneath his feet has melted. And he starts walking away.
Hey, Magnus.
And with that, we're going to end the session.
Oh,
fucking hate
balls,
it
shit,
here.
balls, cock, and piss, dude.
Bro!
Uh-oh.
God damn
Uh-oh.
it! I knew! Oh, I fucking knew it! Oh, I knew that was gonna have
I'm
consequences.
And head off to bed because I'm extremely
All right, have a
Tired.
good night. Love you.
Bro.
Oh,
Bye,
right,
stream.
we're still
love
streaming.
you
Bye,
too.
stream.
We're still streaming.
Right, forgot about that. Hey, guys, like the video, give it a like, give it a fucking booty smash, subscribe, fucking
Send a
follow
like,
us on
send a
Twitch.
comment.
All the music you heard today was made by the wonderful Michael Gelfi. With that, I have nothing else more to say. So, anybody else want to say anything?
Not really, just thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Pretty great, man.
And we will see you guys next week. Same time, same place.
Hell
Same
Bet
yeah.
time, same bet channel. Bye-bye!
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and a comment. We hope to see you all later. Bye!
Bye, stream.